it was great to hear the handbell choir because it reminded me there is something on that 21st chromosome that must encode for a love for music. Most of our friends could dance, they could sing, they could do music, and the same is true for one of my sisters, Kristen. We call her Kit for short, and Kit has Down syndrome, and she is 32 years old. And when we were growing up, my other sister, Allison, who's 4 years younger than us, would define our life based on the movies or the music that Kristen would want to watch over and over and over again. So there was the Mary Poppins era, right, over and over again. Then there was The Sound of Music, The Hills Were Alive, no matter where we were in Cleveland, Ohio. Then there was the Grease era. Then we went back to Mary Poppins. Then we went to this, then we went to that, but we were defined by the music of the day. So I was in high school at the time, between I think my first and second year of high school, and we were in the Grease era, right? Have any of you seen the touring Broadway cast of Grease or seen it? No, I don't recommend it, so I'm very glad you haven't seen it. So Kristen, it was her birthday, August 20th, and we were going to opening gifts. And she opened the first gift, and it was the DVD of Grease. Yes, she said, I wanted it. And then she's opened a couple more gifts. She opened another gift, and it was a DVD of Grease. Another one. Yes, I wanted it. By the fourth time she opened up a copy of DVD of Grease, my mother turned to Kit, and she said, Kristen, why did you ask everyone for the same gift? And for Kristen, it was obvious because she needed one position at every DVD station in the house because God forbid she have to travel far, not have access to Grease. So as you can imagine, there was no escaping Grease at the time. There was music, Grease lightning, all over the house, no matter where we went. So I still remember the day I was in the minivan with Mom. We were driving back from, who knows where. And then the radio advertisement said the touring Broadway cast of Grease was coming to Cleveland. Can you imagine anything worse than that? So I turned to my mother and I said, we are not going. She said, don't worry, your sister won't know. We don't have to go. Great. So none of us, it was like a secret, no one to mention, etc. Until the morning at breakfast, Kristen was flipping through the Cleveland Plain Dealer and saw the big advertisement. Guess what? Grease is coming here to Cleveland. So she got all excited, and you know how it goes. They get all excited. My mom melts. She can't say no. And before you know it, all five of us in the family have tickets to Grease. Okay, so we go to Cleveland Playhouse Theater, one of my favorite theaters of all time. Big, old-fashioned theater. And typical to my family, we get there like 45 minutes ahead of time, right? So it's important how we're seated here. So let's say this is the aisle, right? So we have Kristen, Allison, myself, Mom, and Dad going in, right? So we all sit, and the Clevelanders are coming in, taking their seats. And then, like, the curtains part, when this man comes out just dressed in jeans and a t-shirt, maybe a stage hand of some sort. He grabs a microphone and says, it's going to be some time before the show starts, but we have a little time here. We're going to play some music. If anyone wants to go to the stage to do some dancing, we're more than welcome to do so. And I remember, as a little high school self, I turned around and said, who in their right mind? Kristen's always, right? Write him down, right? And so my mother, in a way only a mother could do, right? She takes her hand and she goes, Ryan, go get your sister. So then I go, and for the first time in her life, she's fast, right? She's never been fast all the way. She isn't on that stage like there's no tomorrow. So we get on the stage, and I say, this is fine, she won't know the difference, right? We're going to walk to the other side of the stage, we'll be very kind, we'll get off. And then I get to where she is, and I kind of give her one of those brother hugs, and then she exhibits one of those other wonderful qualities that's on the 21st chromosome, stubbornness. You know that death grip where you're not going anywhere? And then all of a sudden, there I am on the stage, Cleveland starting to stare at us, and my mother just beaming, get your sister off the stage, and there I am, I'm stuck now. So there's nothing more I didn't want to do as a high school student than to go, alone to now be on the stage. So fortunately, there were other crazy Clevelanders starting to come, the stage was filling up fine, and we kind of went to the back, etc. This is before the days of American Idol, before the days of reality contests. And then this man, in a pair of jeans, then said, okay, we're having a competition, so if I touch you on top of the head, you get to go sit there, right? Shouldn't be a problem. Until we're in the final three couples. Yes, final three couples. So, we're standing there, Kristen, me, two other couples. There's just no more awful moment I can imagine. And then this man says, we're going to play a song from Grease. Each couple will have 30 seconds to dance. And you, as Cleveland, get to applaud for your favorite. And there was just that like slow sweat that just kind of goes down your back. And I don't know if any of you perform, of which I don't, but it's one of those where you stare out and there's so many lights on you, you can't see anything. You have no idea who's out there. Your friend's out there, your mate's out there, who are you have no idea. So it's just sheer like panic. Right? So a couple of one goes, they do their thing, whatever, and here we go, okay? And I just remember in a single moment looking at Kristen's face and then realizing there was no finer moment that she could have scripted, right? She had been practicing for this very moment. She had watched all of those tapes for years, and here was her opportunity, right? So there was something that clicked, and I remember the change in my mind where I said, her moment, let's go for it. That balance, right? And sure enough, Cleveland voted for Kristen. Kristen got the standing ovation. Kristen won the Cleveland Grease dance competition. And this man who came out was part of the cast and crew, so during one of the scenes, they gave a shout out to Kristen Skotko of Cleveland, Ohio, and she got a t-shirt, and she was the star of the show. But more importantly, she taught me an important lesson, right? So oftentimes our dreams come by, and we sit back in our seats, and we're too afraid to get up and go after them. But our friends with Down syndrome do not let their dreams pass up. They know what they want, and they continue to inspire us, even in small moments and big moments. And I never would have gone up there. My mother was trying to prevent me from going up there, but nothing was going to stop Kristen. So it's because of her that, in so many ways, I decided to dedicate a lot of my life and energies to people with Down syndrome. So I'm a physician at Mass General Hospital, where I see individuals with Down syndrome from birth. My colleagues even all the way to old age. But I also am a researcher, and I decided along my career to try to highlight some of the successes of our friends with Down syndrome. So back in 2001, my colleague and I, Cynthia Kerr, wrote this book called Common Threads, where we wanted a book that really just captured these stories. These stories or moments of life lessons where people with Down syndrome made a difference in our lives, or teach us how to expand or how to stretch. And so we decided to send out a call for announcement to families around the country and say, do you have someone with Down syndrome? Do you have a story that you want to share with us? And you all wrote back. But what we noticed is that on almost every single story, there was someone who doubted. There was the grandmother, there was the aunt, there was the employer, there was the sister, there was the priest, there was the rabbi, someone who said no. But in every single story, the person with Down syndrome said, yes, I can do it. So what I want to do is take this moment to start off, and we know that there are a lot of frustrations, we know there are lots of moments when you feel like you're not making a lot of progress. We're going to save those for the rest of the day and help you tackle those. But for this moment, for the next hour, we're just going to celebrate together.